Hello and welcome to the final boss of Eternity Vault. When you first engage the boss, he will have a force field on him and you will be unable to do damage on him. This force field will soon drop and Phase 1 will begin. Phase 1 is very simple. You just want to avoid the power sources that will explode. You will know they are about to explode by a large green lightning bolt that will be hitting them. After a few seconds, the power source will explode and a large green circle will appear. You want to try and avoid this at all costs. At 75%, the boss will put up a shield, and you want to immediately run to the westernmost end of the area. The inner rings will collapse. Now begins Phase 2. Phase 2, you need to jump down on the platforms that are falling. You want to be careful not to jump too far down because you will take too much fall damage. You want to try and jump on the platform that will give you the least amount of fall damage. Also, every few platforms you want to group up and heal. Staying grouped up is also very useful because then your healers can use their AoE heals. Another way to help with the fall damage is to use abilities such as Charge or Intercede if you are a warrior. As you can see here, we are kind of in the middle of the jumping area and our healers were able to heal the whole operation to full. Also on the platforms there will be power sources that you want to kill. They go down pretty quickly. Once you get to the bottom, you want to group up and have your healers AoE heal as fast as they can so that you can get your operation all the way topped off because the boss will soon engage again. Phase 3 is similar to Phase 1, but the boss can do a few new abilities. The first one you will see is called Mind Trap. The boss will randomly pick a person and put them in a mind trap where they are put in a kind of different dimension with a clone of the boss inside that you can easily kill. On the outside of the mind trap, you want your entire operation to immediately DPS them down as fast as they can, because otherwise your raid group will be overwhelmed with them. Another ability the boss does is he summons a ball of lightning. This ball of lightning will target one person in the operation and will chase them around the room. You will know who is being targeted by the ball of lightning by the large, nice raid warning that pops up. If you are being targeted by the ball of lightning, you want to try and kite them into the pylons or power sources around the area. Once they hit one of these power sources, they explode. You do not want to kite the balls of lightning into other group members because they will cause a lot of damage. Another ability in this phase is the boss will pick a random person and throw them around the room. They will take some damage, but it is healable. Once you get the boss down to 30%, you will begin the next phase. It is a mirror phase to Phase 2. You have to jump down from platform to platform. Remember to not jump down to a platform that is too far because you will take way too much fall damage needed. And remember, every few platforms you can stop to heal up your raid and give your healers a break. You want to be sure to have everybody at full health by the time they get to the bottom area, because this will begin the final phase and most complicated phase of this fight. So you want to hurry and immediately group up once you get down to the bottom platform, and phase 4, the final phase, will begin. This phase is by far the most complicated part of the boss fight and most intense. This phase is when the boss begins his enrage timer. You will see that the boss has a force field on him. You will not be able to cause any damage to the boss when he has this shield on him. He will continue to do mine traps that should be immediately killed and will summon balls of lightning. You will see there, you might have saw, that there are larger pylons that float and spin in the sky. The objective of this is to have the main tank try and pull the boss under these pylons that come crashing down on top of him every 10 or 15 seconds. You can see one right there beginning to float up. These will spin in the air and float to a random spot. You want to try and pull the boss under this. You want to try and, however, if you are the main tank, not stand under this because it will kill you if it crashes on top of you. If it does hit the boss, he crouches down and you can DPS him for about 10 seconds. Then he will summon the force field again and will become immune. When the boss gets hit by the pylon, you want every single person in the raid or operation to attack the boss. Stop DPSing any mine traps or any other ads and just attack the boss. You want to try and get the boss by the 4th pylon that comes down. If you can't get him by the 4th pylon, he will enrage and make it very difficult. Another thing that you have to watch out for, especially if you're the off tank, is if the main tank, as what happened here, dies from getting hit by a pylon, the off tank has to immediately pick up the boss and start pulling him under the next pylon. As you can see, the boss has enraged here and our main tank has died, so I've had to pick up the boss and try and kite him around to get under the next pylon. Also, if the main tank gets put in a mine trap, the off tank has to pull the boss and put him under the pylon. Luckily, I was able to pull the boss close enough to the pylon to where he got crouched down and became vulnerable, and we were able to kill him even though he was enraged. Although I did die, it was still a kill, so good luck.